do I sound with it? When I hit the ground, 100-mile finish. My moment now ain't no mouse in this. I'm on the prowl and my style fitted. My time, give me high fives. Get a picture of the wise guy. What's a wave to a high tide? Never stop when you my size. Man, this my, I said this my moment. I said this my moment. I came here to own it. Man, this my moment. Man, this my, I said this my moment.
It is qualification time. Winner plays tomorrow, loser goes home. Morgie, how are you enjoying the tournament format?
I'm really enjoying it actually, and I think it's really good that every game matters. Obviously, being a single elim, if you're out, you're out. You don't get a second opportunity. Until next week, you know, there's a chance of relegation. There's the opportunities to go up into the Gauntlet as well. So I really like that. I like it when you have to be tactical and you have to, you know, not only make every game count, but every goal count.
I love the single elim aspect of it as well. I think it's awesome. You can see here, we're in the challenges at the moment, and then we are playing for Gauntlet next week. And then there's a few weeks for this tournament. I think there's 5 all up, so plenty of Rocket League in this RLCS offseason.
Of course, and this next game we're about to see, obviously being the qualifying match. Both teams obviously going to come out of it with a bit of money, but the team that places first today will be playing in the Gauntlet tomorrow, and will have to work their way up to, you know, get to the finals tomorrow to secure themselves a lot of points.
Here's our bracket so far. You can see Tiki Taka have only had to play 1 match to get here. They had the good seeding from, I believe, the shootout, the trial. There's lots of names going on. The trial, which was last week. So Tiki Taka, but Gaming Gamers, I mean, look at them just flying through this bracket. 3-0, 3-0. Didn't even need to play Dark Days, just scared them off. So they're feeling good.
Would have been another easy 3-0 with just how these guys have been playing on the day. Again, yes, just an unfortunate forfeit from the Dark Days. But regardless, I am really keen to see Gaming Gamers play today. This has been the team I've been, I guess, most excited about, especially watching them in the first couple of series on stream. Tiki Taka, obviously, who we just had, are really showing a lot of promise. But the Gaming Gamers, the older boys, I'm loving seeing them play really well today.
I'm not gonna lie, I was not excited for Gaming Gamers. Normally when you get these like retirement home teams coming back, they're just like a snapshot of when they left, and obviously the game improves so much, but these guys are still chilling with the best, and just the Rocket League we've been seeing from them, especially the past plays, have just been awesome.
Agreed. I think Hawk, Sprat, Zen, all, like I said, all older players, you know, whether they've retired, semi-retired, you know, come out of it. Like you said, they've got that, you know, if they've left the game is constantly adapting. You know, there's new mechanics, there's new gameplay styles, and they've had to come into that and either use their old style or adapt. And I think they've done really well to get to this qualifying match today, and I'm so keen to see them play well.
And I am hoping there's some more trash talk, honestly, because Negative seriously got in Odium's head last game, but Zen is normally the player to do that to teams. Zen is very chatty. Sure, he annoys a lot of people, so I'm hoping to see them clash heads.
Negative versus Zen, there's going to be a massive fight in game chat right now. But no, I think that being that kind of older, more experienced team, I think it's less likely that Negative is going to get in their heads compared to how he got into Odium's heads. And, you know, I think he's just not going to affect them as much. They just need to play their style of game. I think they're going to do really well here.
We'll see. Saw Twitch chat favoring gamers. You're favoring them as well?
I am. I absolutely am. Look, it's a little bit of hope. I'm not, you know, credit where credit is due to Tiki Taka. I think they're warmed up now. I think they were struggling a little bit against Odium here and there, but I think they've definitely found their groove. In saying that, I can say the exact same thing about Gaming Gamers, and yeah, it's just a little bit of hope as well.
2 3-0s show that Gaming Gamers are certainly here to game. as their name suggests as well. I feel like I'm favoring Tiki Taka a bit. I feel like this is a big step up for gaming gamers, but as I say that, sorry, no, I'm just always confused what team Negative is playing on, apparently, but he's the one to get the goal.
Yeah, Negative coming in there with quite an easy tap in, just beating Zen to the ball. I think, again, first match, you know, they're going to have to find their groove. I think just in general, the OC season, looking at all the teams and the rosters, there's been a lot of roster swaps. There's been, I can't see a team, I guess, other than Power that looks, you know, pretty solid.
Even they swapped rosters though, although they were one of the first.
True. But yeah, everyone's been swapping around, and I think that, you know, whether you know a player individually and you can read these players that all know each other, they all know each other's strengths and weaknesses, but developing play styles, that's all you once you get on the pitch.
It is an experimental time for these players. These rosters are still at least not locked in for the RCS season, so they'll be trying to see how well they gel and just figure out their playstyle.
Yeah, of course, and I think that's a really cool thing for the audience to watch as well. Is you know, you can wonder, you know, if any of these rosters are going to stay together when RLCS starts back up. But you get a really good insight into the way the teams gel.
And this is important. Gaming Gamers get on the board. Negative with his 2 goals is starting to run away with it, but nice air dribble. Zen is quick to that as well. Gaming Gamers get their first goal.
And Sprat doing really well to set Zen up for that, and also going in for the bump. I think that was really, really key to, you know, Zen having an easier shot on target just then.
Zen gets it done, but Negative strikes right back. Is that already a hat trick for him?
I was about to say that is 3 goals for Negative already.
That is crazy. I don't know how Negative does it. He's absolutely popping off today, showing that all of us can maybe do with a good break from Rocket League.
Someone sign him. I think he's looking for a signing at the moment. Negative's been going off, not just on offense, but on defense right now. And I wouldn't be surprised if he comes out of the series as an MVP.
He is very impressive. But the series is young. Ooh. Zen's getting an air dribble. Hawk tried to control it. Couldn't quite. Sprat gets the ball forward, but smashed the other side.
That's one of the other things I've liked about Zen in the past is him going for those little key plays in between, like the demos and like the bumps. You know, unfortunately didn't result in a goal just then, but he threw defense out of whack, and just like that, Zen is a really clear shot.
I mean, beautiful pass from Hawk. It's just so quick. He doesn't spend too long trying to fake air dribble, fake this, fake that. He just shoots it straight at his teammate and gets the goal.
These boys are definitely warmed up now. Definitely not the kind of mechanics we were seeing at the start of the day. I think a lot of easy tap-in goals, a lot of open nets. But Hawk, yeah, like you said, really, really crucial in that players.
But here's Tiki Taka looking for another one, and they get it. Maybe a bump. This looked a little too easy, but Pagsy gets it all the way from his side.
Yeah, Negative just taking Zen completely out of play. And just, yeah, unfortunately Zen wasn't able to get back. 2 teammates pushed up and no one there to defend the goal.
Negative still having a monster game then. Won't get the credit for it on the stats, but massive effort from him to get that goal, get the 2-goal lead back, but Gaming Gamers almost get a chance.
He'll get the credit for it from chat. I know everybody can see how well he's doing right now, so he should be, regardless of the stats, he should be really, really proud of how he's doing today.
You can see he's not slowing down. Already had an impressive performance last series. Like we were saying, Pagsy started to step up near the end as well, so we'll see if he can continue that. He's playing aggressive, he's getting the ball center, but Negative decides not to go.
Both teams really, really doing well to find their teammates right now. Unfortunately, Sprat, that just goes astray. But yeah, we've seen a lot of really good team plays. We've seen a lot of really, really great passes. Not too many solo shots right now. So, you know, maybe that'll make a difference for Gaming Gamers if somebody can get off a really clear solo play.
That is potentially what they need, but it does feel like the majority of their goals today have been from those team passes, the one we've already seen in this game at the moment. With a minute and a half remaining, pressure's going to build. Pagsy almost making it a 3-goal lead. Gaming Gamers are in trouble at the moment.
I think you're right. I think a minute 20 left. They really need to step it up. And just like that, Zen has scored another goal. I think have all three been from Zen so far? I think Zen's also on a hat trick right now, and it goes to show, you know, how key of a player he is for this Gaming Gamers team. He's just so mechanical. He's so solid. He rotates well. Zen could also be, a really, really strong player coming out of this series.
It's been his rotations and his speed that's been most impressive. It's still been Gaming Gamers with the team plays to get their goals. It's been more negative, making them also himself, it's felt like, but still Tiki Taka a solid team roster as well. But we just have a single goal now, but Pagsy gets past one. This is dangerous, has the flip, goes for it, but what a save from Hawk.
Pagsy, what a good play. That is, that's unfortunate that he couldn't get that around Hawk just then. Much credit to Hawk, though, for being able to read that flip reset. But yeah, hoping to see a little bit more of that out of Pagsy.
The passes keep coming from Gaming Gamers. They're not slowing down.
Ooh,
but this gives a chance for negative. The air dribble bump. He does it again.
Oh my god, negative take a bow. That is 4 goals, and those are 4 good goals as well. There's been nothing too easy about this.
That is sick. He makes it look so easy, bringing the ones mechanics into the 3v3 game, and a crucial goal to get that 2-goal lead back again. And with time ticking down, Gaming Gamers, they need a goal soon to stay in this.
Agreed. I'm actually really hoping to see a little bit more out of Tonio right now. I think, you know, it has been kind of the negative show for Tiki Taka. Just like that, he saves another goal. Even Pagsy has managed to get, like, maybe not too many shots off, but some really good plays, some really good passes. Sprat getting another goal there to put Gaming Gamers 1 goal off Tiki Taka with 12 seconds to go.
Keeping it close till the very end. Reminiscent of negative, it's Zen to get the bump to open up that net for Sprat. 12 seconds, we've seen plenty of kickoff goals today. That's a strong kickoff for Hawk, but Tonio's going to get possession.
Yeah, we're talking about negative and Zen getting in each other's heads in game chat. Maybe they're just doing it with their gameplay.
Certainly they are. Reminiscent of each other, being inspired, and Gaming Gamers, 0 seconds, they need to keep this up. Hawk pops it over to Sprat. Sprat knocks it back down, but no teammate is there. Tiki Taka take game 1.
That was looking like it could have potentially been an equalizer right there if Sprat had just kept it up a little bit better than he did, but unfortunately just got an awkward touch on it and the ball went down. Regardless of Tiki Taka winning this game, I think it obviously being a 5-4 game, it's really close. Neither team too strong on defense. There's a lot of offensive play going on right now.
5-4 says it all. I mean, 9 goals is a bit ridiculous, but all the goals were very impressive. Like we were saying, Negative got those solo plays, some nice bumps from both teams as well. Such beautiful passes out of Gaming Gamers. It might be the team to figure out their defense first who will win this series.
Agreed. I think, I mean, you look at the shot to goal ratio from Gaming Gamers come in that game 1, and they've got a 25% ratio, only having scored 4 goals from 16 shots. So they're managing to put the pressure on, but just shooting a little bit wide, you know, hitting defenders rather than getting around them.
That's in. And Zen steals it. This is a monster dunk from Sprat. Pagsy got way too fancy here, but Zen is the one to steal it right at the end.
Of course he does. 7 seconds in though. Good to see that they're up by a goal already.
He's padding his stats. They were already impressive enough. And
yeah,
this might be the first lead for Gaming Gamers. Felt like they were trailing all of last game, so we'll see if that can be a difference maker here in game 2.
Yeah, they were trying to play catch up. But yeah, good to see that they're definitely on the heavy offense right now. Some really good mech coming out of Sprat on that attempt just before at goal. Unfortunately, defense just a little bit too strong from Tiki Taka right now.
Tiki Taka aren't letting in a second goal too easy. That's a big miss from Zen. He recovers to go for the back pass. Sprat's going to get it over Tonio, although he slows it down. Passes it on to Zen instead. That is an awesome pass, and Hawk is there for the finish.
That is a wicked double. I was kind of hoping it was going to go in straight off the double. But regardless, nonetheless, really good pass and Hawk really great positioning there to be there to clean that up.
I think that power surprised everyone, especially Pagsy. You can see he's just awkwardly reversing as he gets beaten to the ball. That is a great kickoff. Hawk is back to get the save.
Perfect. You know, the cheat was a little bit close again. We've seen it a few times today. But so long as your third man is back and ready in case the ball goes towards goal, and that's exactly what Hawk did. And we have another goal for Zen.
Zen with the long shot. Hawk clears out net. Beautifully done from him, staying involved forward of the play. But that is a beautiful shot to make it work.
Yeah, Zen really showing off his skill set right now in offense and making sure that, you know, his team are set up for a really good game here. 3 goals up, only just over a minute down. That's huge for gaming gamers right now.
Gaming gamers have to be feeling good, but there is still so much time left to play. I mean, last game was high scoring. Already we have 3 goals. And Zen's not looking to slow down. That's a miss from Pagsy, but no one commits.
Do you think Tiki Taka aren't playing as well as they were last game, or do you think gaming gamers have just stepped up?
Gaming gamers have certainly stepped up. I mean, 3 goals in like a minute is insane, but at the same time, you're right. Tiki Taka certainly in defense letting gaming gamers kind of style all over them.
Yeah, agreed. I think it seems like the intensity has just gone up tenfold. I feel like I was watching a casual match the first game with a lot of goals obviously scored, but defense just lacking a little bit, and now it seems like the intensity's up. Both teams really want it, and no one's wanting to concede right now.
No, I mean, Gaming Gamers certainly looking to hold this lead, but still playing reasonably aggressive. Tiki Taka are just stuck in their half right now.
Yeah, I think they've definitely been put on the back foot. It's going to be a real question as to whether they can get out of it. But Hawk coming in there and making sure, you know what, they're not letting him out of this one easy.
None of these players look like they've had a hiatus at all. I mean, I haven't seen Hawk in years, and he's looking so good, so quick. Extends their lead to 4.
I love this. I think actually technically played against Hawk once at the when we did the Gold Coast event pre-Commonwealth Esports, and Hawk filled in on the team we were playing just for a bit of a show match, and he's just such a lovely player, and I think that he really deserves, with all the effort he's put into Rocket League, he really deserves to do well.
You can see he is starting to get some nice results, but he does need to close out this series. There's Hawk getting an absolute freebie.
What happened to Tonio here? Completely whiffed it.
That's a ridiculous kickoff, though.
That is, yeah, that is.
The power which that pinched while Hawk was also so forward to get the goal is just awesome.
Yeah, agreed. I kind of think Tonio should have been able to get back for that, but just, didn't read the ball coming off the wall too well.
Oh, Hawk is so good at those war musties. Always been a signature of his, but it's going to go the other way. Everyone overcommitted, got too excited. Gave Tiki Taka a chance back into it.
Yeah, Sprat just pushing up a little bit too much there. I think, it goes to show that, when you're 5 goals up, you can get a little bit confident, you can get a little bit cocky. I think teams just need to keep a level head and be wary of that. 5 goals to 2 with still half a game left. You don't necessarily have the game yet.
And it was negative again. It was actually a pretty sick goal. He got a massive flick over one and then a pretty insane angle to finish it off himself. The negative reminding us that he's still in this lobby and still looking to impress.
Agreed. He was definitely quiet for a little bit there. I think actually all of Tiki Taka seemed to be. So glad they're kind of realizing they still have some opportunity in this game. Don't get too complacent. You still have plenty of time.
Gaming Gamers did a good job of not, stemming the floodgates at least. They didn't get scored on immediately. Although that's dangerous. That is just wide. Zen is a bit fortunate there.
Yeah, lucky Zen was back. That could have been really dangerous. And I think if Tiki Taka managed to get one more goal right now, I think they've still got time to gain a little bit of momentum, get a little bit more confident, and hopefully still stay in this.
We're having some double commits now to Gaming Gamers. Still playing very confidently, not letting that big lead change how they play. Maybe for the better. It certainly feels like Tiki Taka are feeling more confident in this game, but it feels like they've probably run out of time for this one.
Yeah, I agree. I think a few too many whiffs as well. We're seeing, you know, some unintentional fakes coming out of both teams, but definitely strong offense here. Negative just missed the bump on Hawk. That could have been a very easy goal for Sprat. Sorry, a very easy goal had Negative actually hit Hawk there.
Hawk wins the mind game, doesn't jump. That was an important goal. Probably secured this game for gaming gamers, but again, it looks like we're going to have a competitive third game, which is what we want.
Yeah, exactly. I'm wanting to see a lot stronger defense. I'm wanting to see, you know, we get to 5 minutes, we have to go into OT because neither team has scored a goal yet. But both of these games so far have been pretty high scoring. There have been a lot of shots. Unfortunately, just a lot of shots not quite on target though.
What was it? 9 goals last game. We have 7 goals for this one, and a tied up series. Certainly an exciting qualification match again. Winner plays on, enters that gauntlet starting tomorrow.
For sure. I think when we were looking at Twitch chat before, Twitch chat was assuming that it was going to be Gaming Gamers, I think. What was the
They did.
percentage?
Gaming Gamers 75%, which I was surprised with. Again, I feel like Tiki Taka probably should have been the favorites coming into this, but Twitch chat always knows. They've got inside information or something.
I think Twitch chat is also hoping the retired players can come back and win it all. So I'm with them on that. I can understand that. But yeah, it's definitely a really close series. I can see this going right to the end, right on the one.
This is essentially a top 5 in OCE if whoever wins this series, which is crazy. So yeah, if 3, I guess, semi-retired players can do that, it's an impressive feat.
Exactly, and opportunity just gone astray there for Negative. But Hawk there on the defense to make sure he couldn't hit that double. And that pinch, I don't know how that happened, but that could have been a really wicked goal.
Fortunately, was not in. Sprat, had a chance. Crossbars it. It's been a few years, but I think Sprat has always been cursed by that crossbar.
I think so. Hopefully not too many more of those today.
What a goal!
What a goal! Oh my god, Zen, take a bow. Here come the mechanics.
It's that beautiful, like, multiple touches out of that flip. Catches everyone off guard except Hawk. Hawk trusted Zen the whole way and reaps the rewards for it.
Zen's such a good mechanical play. Oh no!
Such a sick goal, and then the OCE kickoff curse added again. Zen just misses his flip. I'm not even sure how. That should be his keyboard player. He should be a lot more consistent. But
immediately,
that's tough to see.
Immediately without seeing the replay, I thought there was an intentional fake, but watching Hawk in the replay, he definitely wasn't prepared for that.
No, Hawk just kind of panic jumped. Zen put his teammates in an awful position. Tonio, stylish finish, no flip required, finds the top corner.
No, nothing fancy needed at all, just a simple touch. Over 2 players, Sprat and Hawk both unable to get there in time, and yeah, just a really easy goal.
And it is Negative again with the assist. Still showing up, getting those important goals. Gaming Gamers, after an awesome start to this game, have let it slip. They're now needing a goal, but obviously plenty of time left.
We really are going game for game at the moment. I think Tiki Taka, first game looking really, really strong to start with. Gaming Gamers seemed to come back. Second game looked like Tiki Taka was no challenge for them. And Tiki Taka now just, really keeping Gaming Gamers out of offense and not allowing them to have any shots on goal right now.
Certainly the new game has seemingly refreshed them, but Gaming Gamers and Hawk in particular have not slowed down either. What a finish, and what a pass as well from Zen.
Yeah, great positioning there. I think Hawk, it goes to show as well the importance of comms. I think, look, it's just a guess from their gameplay, but I would say their comms are really on point, really clear and concise. Zen knew exactly where Hawk was, and Hawk knew exactly where to be.
And that is another goal, just straight off kickoff again. LCE needs to figure this out.
Oh no, do you reckon we'd see many of those kickoff goals tomorrow, or do you think the kind of, I guess, for lack of better words, the higher level teams have kind of sorted the kickoff issues out?
I think it is the curse of the bubble teams, isn't it? I know, me and Max watching the Uni League, it's a kickoff goal every series. It feels like this has been essentially every game at this point. It's getting a bit silly.
Yeah, I agree. What, playing way back when in the lower ranks, it's the kickoff goal was just like every goal. If you don't do your kickoff well, it's an instant conceding goal.
Yes, it's silly to see come back so prominently. That almost pitches straight in. Tiki Taka now giving up the lead again. This is a back and forth game 3. Sprat with a chance, sets it up for Zen, and he finishes it. Beautiful passes again.
Zen, how many shots is Zen gonna have at the moment? Zen, actually, sorry, I thought Zen was on 3 goals. He's on 2 at the moment, and Hawk on 2. Regardless, there's just really, really good synergy between these players right now.
I mean, Zen had what, like 3-4 goals the first match, you the second match as well. He's on fire.
He is on fire. And yeah, of course, I actually can't pick out of Hawk and Sprat. I think Zen is definitely the standout right now for gaming gamers. Hawk and Sprat, though, really not too far behind. It's not like there's any player on this team lacking right now.
Sprat has been getting involved. He's been looking good, and they're certainly finishing it by being so impressive through their team plays. So many passing goals, although as we say that, there's a passing goal for Tiki Taka, and it's negative again to set it up.
Yeah, Pagsy just shooting bar down as well, making it really, really difficult for Zenials to actually be able to save that. I think that was just really good placement as well.
Dover, our producer, has just let us know that the Gaming Gamer's name was first introduced in the Gauntlet in 2019. What, 4 years ago? So
really?
They've been kicking it for a while.
Is it same roster, or has there been?
Check. I think Gaming
roster?
Gamers has always been Zen, and I think this exact roster have played under the Gaming Gamers name before. It's probably why they're so good out of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was Hawk, Zen, and Realize, which was the very first Gaming Gamers.
That would have been an interesting roster.
I mean, Realize is still awesome. So even back then, even with the ping, he was awesome. But look at this, still high scoring, 9 goals. Negative finally gets a goal after all the assists he's been setting up. This series is not slowing down.
Yeah, easy volley as well, just with no defender to be seen in net. They're making that a little bit too easy for him, I think.
Yeah, no, that is silly. Again, neither team able to maintain their lead. Just so much aggression out of both these rosters. Pagsy's gonna get a chance. He crossbars it though.
Another crossbar coming out of Bagsy. I feel bad for him right now. He's got a bit of a curse going on. I think, gaming gamers shouldn't feel too confident right now. Again, with it being such a high-scoring game, a minute left, there could be another 5 goals in this. I don't even know anymore.
It is ridiculous. So aggressive. Here's a great chance for Pagsy, but Sprat is up. Zed is up. Everyone in this lobby playing such fast Rocket League.
Yeah, and everybody in this lobby also rotating really well as well, I've noticed. There haven't been too many double commits, like, God forbid, any triple commits. But yeah, the players all seem to be knowing their positions. They all seem to be knowing where their teammates are. And I think that's really contributing to the high goal scoring right now.
Zed is in a lot of trouble here, but he dodges the demo and gets the challenge. Clutches up in these final 15 seconds. Hawk is stalling for time now, though. Misses. Looks like Tiki Taka are going to get one last chance.
Yeah, Zen absolutely keeping them out just then. If he'd been bumped, that was an easy equalizer. This would be going to OT. But I think he's managed to make sure that the Gaming Gamers... Sprat also there with another opportunity. Gaming Gamers absolutely dominating in that last minute, making sure that Tiki Taka didn't have another shot on goal.
Gaming Gamers, the first to reach match point. Flying through this bracket today. And looking awesome. It's Tiki Taka. They need to figure out a way to shut down these passing plays that Gaming Gamers have just been honestly destroying them with.
Do you think this is going to a game 5, or do you reckon Tiki Taka, or do you reckon Gaming Gamers can secure this and, you know, make sure that you get their spot in the Gauntlet tomorrow?
I guess we broke your curse with the 3-1 last game. So, you know, you always have to take that into account and assume it's going to be a game 5. I don't know, I could certainly see Gaming Gamers taking it. I mean, it's just so close. Anything can happen in this next match.
I think I agree. I think Gaming Gamers are just, they've just found their rhythm too much today. And yeah, Tiki Taka only having played 1 match, whereas Gaming Gamers having played, I was going to say 3, I guess technically 2 because of the forfeit from Dark Days. They're just feeling a little bit more on point, a little bit more solid. You know, you look at Tiki Taka and it kind of seems like the negative show. And although Zen has been really performing for Gaming Gamers, just Sprat and Hawk have been really keeping up well with him. And, you know, they're playing really, really well as a team.
It is the interesting part of these Gauntlet formats where you do get rewarded for your seeding by like skipping ahead and guaranteeing your placement, but you're always coming up against a team that is very well prepared, on a roll, winning game after game, so it causes these exciting upsets sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. And in saying that, again, just another reminder to the audience, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the team that comes out second today still guarantees themselves a spot in the Challenger next week, straight into the semi-final, I believe?
Yeah, I think it's, the semi-final of the Challenger, so...
Yeah.
And they already have prize pool, so both teams have already done great for themselves, but certainly it's a big deal to qualify for tomorrow and enter that official Gauntlet, week 1.
Exactly. Maybe, look, it's looking to me like Tiki Taka will just end up in the exact same spot they started in this week. If they are beaten by Gaming Gamers, they will be into the semi-final of the Challenger next week. And hopefully Gaming Gamers will make it straight through today to the Gauntlet. And just like that, Hawk starts them off with 1 goal.
Hawk does not miss. He's so clinical. Look at Sprat setting this up with the pass again. Tiki Taka have not been able to find an answer. And Hawk just smashes it past the goalkeeper.
Pagsy so close there to almost pinched it with the crossbar, and it would have been a really, really great save, but he was just a little bit shy of the ball.
Here's Pagsy with a chance. Tiki Taka trying to get some pass plays of their own. Hawk off the backboard. Keeps himself involved and gets the save.
Hawk already a massive key player in this final match, or hopefully final match for Gaming Gamers. Yeah, really stepping up to the plate and just showing how valuable he is, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Here's this pressure mounting. That was a massive opportunity. Who missed that? I think it was Pagsy. Does he get the follow-up? Negative gets the secure. Tiki Taka straight back in this.
Yeah, Negative perfectly there to clean it up. Pagsy, really good angle, managing to get that around 2 defenders. I think it would have gone in regardless of Negative's touch, but yeah, really glad he was there to actually clean that up for Pagsy.
Tiki Taka, an important goal, equalizing. It's a bit more low scoring. Only 2 goals in the first minute and a half. At the same time last game was already 3-0 to Gaming Gamers. Here's a chance for Tiki Taka. It's well saved.
Yeah, definitely the lowest scoring match we've had today out of these teams. In saying that, still with 3 minutes left, there's still plenty of time for either team to dominate. But I think obviously with the Gauntlet position on the line right now, you know, regardless of the prize money, both teams are really wanting to make sure they secure their position there, and Tiki Taka really need to keep Gaming Gamers out of offense right now.
It does feel like when Gaming Gamers get in their half, it's just inevitable to score. Here's a nice chance for Pagsy. The flip reset's a little too slow. Gaming Gamers starting to look in a bit of trouble there in defense, but they get the clear.
Ooh, Hawk with a massive shot.
Hawk is so quick, so fast. Every shot just seems perfect The power, the placement below the crossbar. That could be the series winner. Beautifully done.
You are definitely right about Hawk being a really clinical player. I think he would have a really high shooting percentage compared to a few of the other players on the field today. Yeah, you're right. He just doesn't miss, does he?
No, just so powerful with the shots as well. The placement is great. He's having a great series. And so is Zen, so is Sprat, like you're saying. Every single player, very impressive.
Yeah, exactly. And Tonio, I'm hoping to see, yeah, like I said before, a little bit more out of Tonio. He just seems to be kept out a little bit right now, especially in comparison to Negative and Pagsy. And it just goes to show how important that third player is. You know, you can have two of your players performing really, really well, but compared to gaming gamers with all three performing well, you really need a solid three players.
Here's Hawk. Can't get around that one. Now Sprat's in a lot of trouble. It's a 1v2 and he challenges. Confident play out of Sprat and he's rewarded.
You know what I love out of this is Negative going for another bump right there, another dribble bump. He's gone for, I think, several air dribble bumps or dribble bumps, or you know, his teammates dribbling towards goal and he's making sure to bump the defenders out of the way. But gaming gamers have absolutely picked up on that. They're keeping an eye out for him and he's just not even getting close to them now.
White, Tiki Taka are looking in a bit of trouble now. Still looking for this goal. It is only a 1-goal deficit. Pagsy, risky with the challenge there. Sends it forward. Tiki Taka setting up some pressure. Someone went flying for that ball. Far too aggressive. It's left Tonio completely alone, but he gets a great challenge.
I think Pagsy and Negative both went up just then. We had a bit of a double commit. And yeah, just left, like you're right, left Tonio back in defense on the counter-attack. But as I've said that, Tiki Taka picked their game back up.
The rotations were too slow. Hawk gets dunked. Sprat was way too slow to get back. And as gaming gamers were looking poised to take out this series in Game 4, they've let that slip and we're all tied up again.
40 seconds left, still plenty of time for either team to score and not let this go to OT. Pinging shots at gaming gamers just then. But yeah, they're just way too solid on defense right now. Other than that last goal, they're really not wanting to let anything in.
Tiki Taka stepping up though, certainly amping up the pressure, throwing themselves at the ball. I'm still a bit worried about potential overcommits, but so far gaming gamers haven't been able to punish. At least this game, we know how high scoring the series has been as a whole. 13 seconds left. Looks like we might be having our first OT.
I think you're right. And seeing a little less from Zen right now. He's been a little quiet at these.
Oh, what a save!
What a save! Pagsy. Holy moly. Pagsy really stepped up in defense just then. That could have been dangerous. That could have been it.
Stepped up in a massive way. I mean, what a shot. You saw the power, but Pagsy, I think he must have pre-jumped that to even have a chance of saving that. Going the other way, this is a great chance, but Sprat, despite how awkward he looked, gets the save.
Sprat in perfect position just then to make sure that the goal wasn't going to go in, and now we're starting to see a little bit of mechanic again out of Zen, but just unfortunately gets blocked.
Oh, Hawk.
Oh, Hawk, go! That was lucky.
Zen flying forward as third man. Everyone scrambling back for gaming gamers. Zen on the ball. 50s. Looking for a longer term pressure play. Tiki Taka in a bit of trouble here. They fly past. Someone gets demoed. This is going to open up the space for the pass, but Pagsy backtracks, blocks it off. Tiki Taka is starting to read gaming gamers playbook, but Zen, they just keep going forward. Hawk off the backboard, but Sprat doesn't commit.
I was a little bit too worried that Hawk and Sprat they double committed just then after Zen passed, and I was a little worried that Tiki Taka was going to get a really easy counter off that.
Certainly, it's looking back and forth at the moment. Both teams playing a nice edge. Risky play out of both. Still very fast paced. That's a massive dunk. Pagsy's alone. Gets the clear.
You know, in past games, gaming gamers had the most amount of shots, but this game we're looking at 12 shots from Tiki Taka and only 8 games from gaming gamers. So there's definitely been a lot more play in this, and I think we've got an open net.
Tonio overcommitted. Zen. He's just a little too slow to punish that overcommit, but Hawk's up. Gets the shot on target, but it's a bit slow. Pagsy's going to go for the solo play now. Sprat is left alone. He gets dunked. Hawk is backtracking. Everyone from Gaming Gamers is backtracking. And they get the clear out.
Good shot. Good shot coming off there, but Sprat really, really good to be back in time to make sure he's defending well there. It seems that both teams seem to be overcommitting on offense. Both teams are really, really starting to amp up a little bit. They just need to be careful that they're not getting countered.
And throwing it in the corner past Hoyo. Fakes him out. The Musty. So much power off those walls. Sprat is back, looking to keep the pressure. 2.5 minutes into this OT. So many close chances, but still no goal.
Yeah, the ball getting centered, or sorry, not necessarily centered, but centered or passed in front of goal so many times in this last minute. Many defensive saves coming off, which is really good from both teams. But just, yeah, no massive opportunities to score.
He's got a lot of space to work with. He gets the flip reset. Tonio's back. Took all 3 players to stop that. Sprat a little too slow. Could have been a goal. Tiki Taka looking very scattered right now. So many pre-jumps and misses though. That was a great chance.
That, I almost thought the fake was intentional there, but unfortunately no teammates there to clean up after Zen. Really showing off his mechanics again, trying to set his teammates up, but just going a little bit astray right now.
Still almost 3.5 minutes in this OT now. So back and forth. Tiki Taka aren't able to keep any pressure going. Every time it's in the game is half X. There's a big demo. Sprat with the double touch, but Negative's back.
Tonio taking out Hawk as well to make sure he wasn't an option for a shot just then. And Hawk with a really, really great save. Tonio putting on a really good shot.
Follows it up with another massive clear, but here's Tonio off the ceiling. Passes to Negative. It's challenged out by Zen. Ball ping-ponging. Pagsy with the unfortunate back touch. It's not what his team was after. The pressure's on Hawk with the shot, but Negative's back.
Negative with another save this series. This could be a record for him, I think. But yeah, just way too defensively strong right now for Gaming Gamers.
So good. Here's Zen. The ball forward. 4.5 minutes into this OT. It's been such a high-scoring series, but somehow they've slowed down.
Yeah, we said we were thinking this is going to go to a game 5. I think this is pretty equivalent. We've almost had an entire game's worth of overtime right now. So I think it's close enough.
Oh, almost in. Zen jumps super awkwardly for that one actually, but somehow gets the recovery. 2 seconds away now from that official 5-minute OT. You don't see it often, but especially with these teams, there's a miss. Maybe the fatigue's starting to hit him now.
Yeah, Antonio being a really, really valuable player actually in defense right now. He's had a lot of really great clears and a lot of good blocks to prevent Gaming Gamers from having too much of an offensive opportunity.
Here's Zen, he gets a nice recovery. TikTok have been so solid on their challenges. Sprat, touch is a bit awkward. Hawk, that was a surprising commit. Everyone's on the back foot now. Hawk gets the recovery. Tonio hits it to the corner, but it's controlled by Zen.
Hawk just making it back in time to prevent Tiki Taka from having a shot on. This is a long overtime. This is kind of hard to call right now. It's been a very ping pong game in the middle of the field. Each team getting as good of enough of a shot to actually go in.
Feels like Gaming Gamers have had all the opportunities. Tiki Taka have barely seen the other side of the field, but always feel nervous. You know those counterattacks are coming. We've seen how aggressive Gaming Gamers are. Here's Hawk with a dribble. Tonio well defended. It's been set up Zen. Tiki Taka have just been so good at challenging Gaming Gamers in this overtime.
Agreed, and I think Tiki Taka just kind of showing that they are a team that does need to warm up a little bit. They're not necessarily going to be the strongest off the bat, but give them a little bit of time, give them too much opportunity, and they'll learn your weaknesses.
6.5 minutes. How did this happen? After 9-goal games, 7-goal games, a silly amount of goals, but suddenly it feels like Tiki Taka have finally figured out Gaming Gamers. Well, here's a chance, but Hawk, not enough boost to get the angle.
This is really high-level gameplay coming off both teams right now, and I think they are showing off that, you know, come the Gauntlet tomorrow, whoever comes out of this series as the winner is really going to give some of the top teams a run for the money.
It's a shot on. He saves it. Feels like the pressure is building, but Taka are holding on. Where has this defensive effort come from?
You said before that I'm not cursed. I think this is pretty cursed. I think the curse has found some way to make its way in.
It's the redemption. The curse screwed up last game, gave you 4 games, so we've got a long OT, and then Tiki-Taka are going to win and it's going to go to game 5.
Yeah, I was actually about to say that. I was like, this is going Tiki-Taka's way. We're going to have to do another game. They're going to go to OT again. It's just the way this is going to go.
Tiki-Taka just stepped up in such a massive way, although the counterattack is on. Zen keeps the pace up. Still, everyone back in time.
I think, honestly, Tiki-Taka, in my eyes, as much as I say I hope Gaming Gamers win, I think Tiki-Taka do deserve this game. Just with the way they've stepped up, I think it was looking like it was going to go clearly the way of Gaming Gamers, but Tiki-Taka showing that they are fighters, and they are in this, and they're not going to go down easy if they go down at all.
The defense has just been so impressive. Zen with the pre-jump, is that what they needed? It is! Zen closes out this OT and wins the series and books his team a place in the Gauntlet.
Amazing. Zen just in perfect positioning there from Sprat's pass. Again, just such a strong player, Sprat as well, and Hawk. You know, they've got that experience, they've got that, you know, they've got strong mental, and I think they just weren't letting that get to them no matter how long that OT was going.
You're right. Gaming Gamers never slowed down, despite how good the defense was from Tiki-Taka. They kept it up, and I think that was a pre-jump from Zen. He was just so quick. I guess just realized that Tiki-Taka had been so good at shutting out those passes. He needed to elevate his skill, and he did. What a way to finish it.
And the trust in your teammates as well is really important. I think, yeah, as we were talking about before, this roster, I guess without realize, with Sprat instead, is a long-running roster. The Gaming Gamers team, they know each other, they know how they play, unlike Tiki-Taka, who's seeing a kind of newer mix of rosters to me. And it just goes to show how important that synergy is, how much you can trust your teammates, and not necessarily, you know, be selfish and take all the shots for yourself, or, you know, stay on the ball yourself. And that was really good passing play out of Sprat just then.
It's been awesome to watch, and what a surprise. But we'll have a look at our bracket soon, and just see Gaming Gamers flying through it. Even though they struggled last week to qualify here, it's the reason they had to win so many matches here today. They get it done and book their spot for tomorrow.
I think that's really important, though. It gives them more opportunity to warm up. You know, you see teams all the time who secure, you know, higher spots in a bracket. They can jump in free play beforehand, they can warm up as much as they want, but not having that kind of tournament setting, that 3v3, even a sprint doesn't necessarily mimic it. So I think Gaming Gamers were just building on skill throughout the day. I think their first game against Bandits at the start of the day, you know, obviously it was 3-0, and same against Uncheerful Ends. Did they have the same gameplay in those series compared to this recent one we just watched? Absolutely not. I think they stepped up so much, and they were showing such better mechanics, and, you know, managed to win against potentially what was a much harder team in Tiki-Taka.
Props to Tiki-Taka still, and props to Negative in particular. Absolute star of that roster today. And now we have our bracket for tomorrow. You can see Gaming Gamers up against Pioneers for that first match. It's a brand new Pioneers. It's Scrub, Fiber, and Amphis. A little bit of everyone. Then you had that Gremlins in the third spot. The Gospel of Lockie. I thought it was Lachlan before, but I guess Lockie's a cool nickname as well. And then Power will be the final boss.
Yeah, exactly. I think it'll be a really interesting game against Pioneers. As much as I have a lot of faith in Gaming Gamers, and I think they did really well today, I think that's going to be a tough match. And then, of course, the winner of that goes further and further up the gauntlet, and that's the way the structure works.
Alright, well that pretty much does it for us today. Do you have any quick predictions for how far Gaming Gamers will get tomorrow up in that gauntlet?
Oh no, I I really, really want them to do well, but I think KCP is just too strong, and I think it will be KCP going up against the Gremlins.
I think so as well. It's hard to not jump on the hype train, and yeah, I'm converted, but Pioneers are a different beast. Other than that, that wraps us up. So stay tuned for tomorrow. It's 1 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, AEDT. And we'll see you there for our first week of the Gauntlet.
Thanks, everyone.